Okay, art of transformation. Yoga, there's many systems available for transforming and for transformational stuff, for that transformative work that we talked about, which means being conscious, being in the present, transforming rather than just changing. Yoga is one of them, and there's tons of different kinds out there. Actually, Sri Aurobindo wrote a book last century called The Synthesis of Yoga, in which he essentially described that there's Bhakti Yoga, there's Jnana Yoga, there's Raja Yoga, there's all these different kinds, because there's all these different people, right? So some people connect to God through singing, some people connect to them through sex, some people connect to them through doing asanas and physical work, some people connect to it through reading books, right? So yoga is very open. And I want to start introducing this whole idea of chakras. How many of you have not heard of chakras? Cool. That makes it so much easier. Art of yoga, right? Yoga means union, means putting you into that state of connecting, right? It puts you in a higher status beyond dualism. Art does the same thing. If you look at the root of where art came from, if you look at Greek theater, for example, and the Dionysian plays that led to it, was a place where people would get together, party, drink, sing, dance, laugh, have sex, and create art, right? Create some sort of transformational thing. And what I want to talk about is this whole process of transformation and how art comes about, right? In art, I have A1 here, my first artist, right? It's artist in position A in time, and he sort of pulls in from above, from those higher bodies, right? From the bliss body and from the archetypal patterns, he pulls in something. And it goes into this, and that's a process described by Karen Mays very nicely, but the idea enters into the crown chakra, and then becomes a vision. It's like, oh, I could kind of see this. And then you attach your will to it, and you say, I want to do this. Right? And it becomes your will, you speak it. In the beginning was that word. Right? And then it goes into your heart chakra, where it's like, okay, am I emotionally committed to this? Am I really want to do this? Or did I just say that? Or is it really something that I feel like I'm going to do? And once you go past here, then it goes into the material realm. And it goes into, do I have the guts to make this happen? Can I attract the resources? Can I magnetize? Am I attractive enough in that second chakra to pull in what I need to make this happen? And then it goes into root chakra and actually is created. Right? And at that point, it goes into that. And what happens at that point is we have an artifact. Some artifact came out, and the artist changed to be a different person. He's now A2. He's that other artist because he just made this. Now he has changed. He has banished that demon in a way, and he's going to banish and slay a new one. Right? And now the second part of this transformation process is when I as a beholder or you as a beholder come in, and we see this artifact. And as we perceive this artifact, it touches us, it kind of makes sense to us, and it allows us to transcend dualism. Right? Because that's what this is all about ultimately. Is the artist sees some sort of dualism. He sees something that's either really not right or overly wrong or whatever it might be, and says from that thing, and it could be a positive thing, it could be a love that he has, right? To write a love poem, or you make a movie about the destruction of a planet, or whatever dualism you perceive, you try and reconcile it. In order to reconcile it, you go to a higher place, right? And that's the beholder, you push the beholder in that same higher place through your artifact, and they ultimately change as a result of the experience. So we have artist transformation.